They are making their way slowly through the country. With Donald Trump just weeks away from returning as president, the latest migrant caravan to pass through southern Mexico is made up of about 1,500 people, all trying to reach the United States before there's a new man in the White House. It's the third one in the last month alone. But if recent history is anything to go by, they're unlikely to get anywhere near the U.S. border.
I
feel that they are trying to tire us out so that we can give up and abandon the caravan. The Mexican authorities have been following us and offering people things, promising things.
Trump says these caravans are part of an invasion, but not one of these groups has made it intact to the U.S. border in 5 years. Recently, the Mexican authorities have been breaking up caravans by busing migrants far from the U.S. border or offering them temporary legal status in Mexico.
This is the first thing. There is an assumption that a migrant caravan is formed and then it reaches the northern border. But there is a policy to deal with the migrants in Mexico.
A strategy that human rights organizations say is unjust and cruel.
Well, I think the strategy is to just break up the caravan so that it's not so visible anymore. Because if you think about it, it's really 1,000 people. Right? It's not very many people at all. The issue is that everyone else is sort of invisible because they're on buses, they're on planes, or they're waiting in camps.
These days, most people joining the caravans are in fact trying to flee worsening violence in southern Mexican cities, where the security situation is starting to spiral out of control. As caravans are broken up and its members find other ways to make their way through Mexico, many end up in migrant camps like this one in Mexico City. And even though the living conditions are far from ideal here, at least they can find a modicum of safety in comparison to what they left in southern Mexico. Despite the challenges, most migrants want to do exactly what the Biden administration asked them to: enter the U.S. via legal pathways like the CBP-1 app. But the return of Donald Trump may signal the end of these regulated routes north in favor of a new crackdown, pushing these caravans into the arms of criminal smuggling gangs instead. Julia Galiano, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.